Hey, Mechanicsville crew, we're here at North Wilkesboro. Scott, pronounce your last name for me?
Scott Wegner.
Wegner, and he is wheeling a Grumpy's Toy
16. This is a tribute car.
Tribute car, okay.
It's an actual chassis, but it was built as a tribute car.
Okay.
And it was actually built in 1981. This car has been around for quite a long time. It's been owned by a lot of different people in the Midwest.
Yes, sir.
And everybody has updated this car, and it's a lot of fun to drive.
I know. We got some really good video of you on the starting line up there earlier. It looks like it's a handful too sometimes.
It can be.
Yeah.
It can be. It depends on the track surface,
yes,
right?
Sir. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, Scott, what do you use as a power plant?
So this has a 565 cubic inch Big Block Chevy built by Rare Morrison out of Texas. And we have twin dominators. And it's a regular wet sump. It's not a dry sump car.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's a very bulletproof motor.
Uh-huh.
I'll say Rare Morrison did a great job on
this.
Yes,
they've been around a long time.
Long time.
Campaigned a pro stock car in the day as well.
Yes.
And what you referred to as a wet sump versus a dry sump means that for the Mechanicsville crew that may be curious about that, that means that the oil pump is directly in the oil pan.
Correct.
It's not located outside of the engine block, and it doesn't scavenge all the oil out of the engine and put it in a containment can and pump it back into the engine. It's actually sitting in a bath of oil to pump it through the engine.
Yes.
Okay, we've talked about the engine. You got a clutch can in here.
So this has what they call a Bruno Lenco.
Yes, sir.
So a Bruno is almost like a shorty transmission, if you will, and it has a torque converter. So I don't have a clutch.
Okay.
So I leave with a trans brake button, and it has a 3-speed Lenco.
Yes, sir.
And after you leave, you just pull gears.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do have to say, though, that the guys I got this car from out of Chicago, they've all been great helping me out. This is actually my first race car, if you can believe it.
Oh, awesome.
And I'm 66 years old, right?
Dove in head first.
I'm living my dream.
Absolutely.
My wife was happy for me to get my license. I attended Frank Hawley's School of Drag Racing in January, got my license, and she's been very supportive of me. And everybody that I've met, all these guys here, all the Pro Stock guys have been great helping me out. And they know that I'm new to it, so I'm always learning, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun when you have a nice car that everybody spent a lot of money on, and it goes straight.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir. Okay, we're going to finish up. What size tire are you running in the back?
So these are 15-inch, 14-inch wide, and 32-inch tall tires. These are Hoosiers, so this is my first time with Hoosiers. I used to run Mickey Thompson, but I had some guys at home that love Hoosiers, and they say they really want me to try it. So I have some guys that really help me with tires, air pressure, and everything. So, yeah.
You said you're new to the Pro Stock, the Nostalgia Pro Stock. How long have you actually had the car?
Since February.
Since February.
Right.
Oh, awesome.
So it's pretty interesting. You know, my life's taken me a lot of different directions. When I was young, obviously I love drag racing ever since I was a kid. When I was 12, I saw Bill Jenkins run at York US 30. I followed him. He match raced with Ronnie Sox a lot, and it's kind of a dream come true to have a Bill Jenkins tribute car.
Absolutely.
So when I was young, I was actually a machinist, right? And I was a crank grinder, and I was a crank grinder during the time when Pro Stock went to mountain motors. So you actually had to grind the cranks to get 500 cubic inch, right? So now today you can buy just about any stroke that you want, but it was a pretty cool thing because I ground a lot of Pro Stock cranks at the time. And I stayed in that for about 20 years, and then I got out and went into the building industry. But I've always stayed involved in racing. Like, I go all the time. I go to all the pro events. And so when I was out in California, I was at Pomona last year for the finals, and I was hanging out with some of my buddies, and they're like, Scott, when are you going to get your license? And I thought, well, I think that ship has already sailed, right? But my wife says, why don't you do it? You know, the kids are grown. It's okay. And I lost a lot of weight, and I feel really good. Like, I don't feel my age. I don't act my age. And so, like I said, I got my license and got the car, and we're just having fun.
That's really what it's all about, is having fun. That 5 seconds that you're pulling those levers is the greatest time in the world.
Yeah, and it's funny, you know, when it's really hot, like we were in Bowling Green, it was 98 degrees, sun was shining, and you're strapped in, and you can just feel the sweat running down, right? And I try to stay calm, but as soon as you fire the car up, all that goes away.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, game on.
Absolutely.
And a lot happens in 8 seconds, right?
Yeah.
I do a lot of quarter mile racing. I don't do as much 8th mile. I do it with these guys, but the car runs 8.0s. 8.07 is my best time, 8.08, in good air.
Yeah.
You know, I'm from Maryland, so in the spring and fall we get really good air, and it's close to sea level, so that helps a lot. So.
Well, Scott, we certainly are grateful that you took time to speak to the Mechanicsville crew.
Thank you.
What media platforms, social media platforms are you on?
So I'm on Facebook, Instagram.
Give us your handles for Facebook and Instagram.
So Facebook, oh my gosh, you're gonna ask me that, right? I'd have to look in my phone.
Okay.
You know, I'm old, right?
Yeah.
Right?
It's
I'm old.
okay.
I'm not into all that.
We'll
You have to ask
that.
my wife.
We'll forget
right?
that.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can find Scott and the tribute car on Facebook and Instagram. You can find us at theMechanicsville YouTube channel. And if you need to ask us a question or reach out to us at theMechanicsville@gmail.com. See you later.
Thank you.